Hello there and welcome to a brand new Hobby Streak week. This week we start with day 2252. But before we continue with this week, last night I played my usual roleplay session. We're doing Tyranny of Dragons in D&D, and it was quite a lot of fun. Coming up against a glass chimera was quite interesting and nearly killed us. I really can't wait for next week. Absolutely looking forward to it. It's going to be brilliant. This week, oh good lord, you can tell it's Monday. This week I'm going to start the Rogue Traders from Crooked Dice Miniatures. British people will recognise these guys as Dell and Rodney from Only Fools and Horses. I didn't really get far into them though, however, as I started painting the trousers, then immediately hit a wash wall. So I thought I would start the next project, and that project is... Enough space for a drum roll, but probably going to put a drum roll in. That project is I believe this is the Year 2 Warhammer Plus miniature, the Chaos Terminator. Absolutely gorgeous miniature. Wanted to paint him for a while, but just again one of those things that didn't really have a place for him. So he just sat there on the shelf. However, he did remind me of why I'm not overly keen on painting Chaos. All that sort of livery and sort of guarding around the armor is quite boring to paint, to be completely frank. It took the best part of today, and by the time I was finished I had 20 minutes left, but it just sapped all the energy away from me. So once I washed the miniature I was basically done for the day. Obviously, I'll continue with these guys tomorrow. I'm going to focus on the Rogue Traders as they're what I wanted to start with initially. But at least all the hard work, or most of the hard work, is out of the way with that Chaos Terminator. Today is day 2253, and I'm going to continue with Delboy and Rodney from Crooked Dice. I started, as I usually do, by finishing off what I started the day before. So it was basically getting their trousers sorted, and then I worked on their shirts, their shoes, and just as I started to work on their coats, I got a phone call that lasted for about 45 minutes. So that took up most of my time. So unfortunately, I didn't have as much time as I wanted to today. After the phone call, I only had about 15 minutes left, and then I got another phone call, reducing my time down to 10 minutes. So I got as much done as I could. Thankfully, I managed to get them in a position where it's not going to take too long to finish them off tomorrow, and then I can crack on with that lovely Terminator model. Really happy with the way these guys are sort of turning out, and I can't wait them to get them done so they can join the rest of them. Next 4 issues of Combat Patrol have also turned up, so I'll sort that video out on Thursday. Annoyingly, I'm also waiting for the Kill Team box to arrive, the Hivestorm one, which was meant to be dispatched on Friday, but is still yet to be dispatched. Sorry about smacking my lips there. That's me tutting. How British. Today is 2254, and I'm going to finish off Delboy and Rodders. Don't know why I called him Rodders, but there we go. There's not really much left to do on these guys. I probably could have got them done yesterday, but I had that phone call. So I finished my day. It was just a case of working on the jackets, then the skin, then started the basing. They're not completely finished. I still have to dry brush the base and then paint the rim, but other than that, they are effectively done. Pretty happy with the way they come out, and once again, Crooked Dice do absolutely wonderful miniatures, and these will happily join my little comedy collection that's ever growing. So with those out of the way, I moved back to the Chaos Terminator. Now, looking at the sort of official imagery from him, he's got sort of more of a darker shading on some of the metallic areas and the red. So I thought I'd add a little bit of a wash to bring that out a bit more, and then I'd start work on the red. However, I did have a little bit of a problem. A couple of packages arrived, 3 to be precise. 2 that are completely irrelevant to the channel. However, I got sent the wrong item, so I had to deal with that as quickly as possible so I can get that all set up for a return. Meaning I couldn't get as far as I wanted to with the Chaos Terminator today, but you know, tomorrow's another day. But thankfully my Kill Team box did arrive. However, I'm not really happy with what's happened. There's basically puncture marks from the sprues on the outside of the box, which kind of sucks because I like to keep all my books and everything in this. So I'm going to open up later, see if any of the books or anything like that is damaged, because this is not usual for Games Workshop, and it's kind of annoying. Today is 2255, and I'm going to finish off the Only Fools and Horses guys, and I'm also going to continue with the Terminator. There's not much left to do on the Terminators, on the Only Fools and Horses duo. It's literally just give their bases a quick dry brush and then paint the rims black, and they are finished. After that, move back to the Terminator and started the very slow task of brightening up all of that red. It was just several layers of red. That's all I really did today. I want to be as neat as possible, and he's going to be more of a display piece. So again, I'm taking my time with him. So I don't know how long he's going to take, but I did manage to finish off the red today. So I'll save you all the boring shots of me just painting the same areas over and over again, but I'm very happy with the way the reds come out. Start working on the gold and the other gubbins tomorrow. In the evening, I put together the Combat Patrol issues 3 and 4 and start the video for that, so hopefully that should be out. Well, by the time you've actually seen this video, you should have hopefully watched that video as well. It did take a long time, however, to sort out the painting. I forgot how long it takes to paint everything by brush. Whew, glad I use sprays. Today is day 2256, and I'm going to get more work done on this World Eater's Terminator. Today was pretty much all about sorting out that lovely gold and then starting the silver. Sadly though, because I'm taking my time with this, I didn't get all of the silver finished. But I did get the gold finished, which is good. And of course, there's not really much left to finish now. But while I hit a wash wall that, I then started the next project, which was the android or alien android from Crooked Dice, which is basically just Krang from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's one of my favourite models that Crooked Dice have done. I know I say that a lot, but the Crooked Dice stuff is really generally absolutely fantastic. But I thought I'd get things started by painting the yellow bit around his waist before I actually started Krang himself or his android body. This, of course, meant I immediately hit a wash wall with the first colour, but that was fine. That gave me a chance to go back to the Chaos Terminator. However, I was pushed for time, so I didn't really have much time to do anything other than the first highlight for the sort of darker parts of the metal. But, you know, tomorrow's another day. I will crack on with the metal and hopefully get his face started, if not finished. But it is a Saturday tomorrow, so I wouldn't really have that much time. I am absolutely loving this model. He's such a fantastic model. Once again, it's another one of those models where I wish I painted him sooner rather than later. But, you know, other project, everyone knows what I'm talking about. You get so excited about new things that you just dive on that instead. So in the evening I found out about a painting competition, and I've never entered a painting competition before, and I thought I would give it a try. It's for the Zombicide Monty Python stuff, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot. So I've picked this character here as I'm going to try to go with my strengths, and I think one of my strengths is actually painting skin, and we'll see how we fare. Basically, so I got him started. I basically started on the piano and then basically did his skin and gave him washes in the areas that I needed to, and then let him dry. Today is day 2257, and I'm going to finish off, or almost finish off, needed to his base, the Chaos Terminator. However, I don't have that much time today, I only have 45 minutes. I'm also going to give this skin another once over with some washes. I want it to be a little bit darker, but not too much darker. So that'll be the very first thing I do. That's all I'm going to do with this guy today. He's going to be the main focus of tomorrow and probably the next couple of days. As I said, he's going to be a part of the paint competition, and hopefully I'm going to do okay. A bit nervous, never tried it before. See how we fare. But on with the main show, as it were. It's basically just highlighting the silver, getting that out of the way, and then sorting out his skin. I also did the lighting around the area. I think I've done an okay-ish job. I think he's satisfactory. I'm happy with him. He's a lovely model, really nice. I don't know if you can pick him up if you're not subscribed to Warhammer Plus, though. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So I'm happy that I got him done, but I still need to finish off his base, and of course the Monty Python will be, as I said, the main focus of the next few days. The package also arrived. It's Blood Bowl time again, and some paint. I got an Abaddon Black because I'm nearly out. I've got the Chaos Dwarf cards. I also got the Chaos Dwarf dice. And I got the Chaos Dwarfs Blood Bowl pitch. The only thing I didn't actually get was the Chaos Dwarfs. Because, well, already creeping up to 60 quid with these guys. And because I got them from Element Games, got the obligatory sweets as well. Today is day 2258, and the first thing I'm going to do is get this Chaos Terminator almost finished. I'm going to put some texture paint on his base, and then after that I'm going to continue work on my choice for the Monty Python painting competition. Never entered a painting competition before, so not entirely sure how that's going to go. Base didn't take too long to do whatsoever, and it took about 5 minutes to get everything in place. And then I continued with this. First thing I'm going to do is basically paint it as I normally would before I start sort of adding any sort of more improvements. I'm going to sort of paint it up like I normally would, and then look at it from a slightly different perspective. I kind of think I need to sort of make more shading, bring out more highlights, that sort of thing. But I'm not used to that, so I need to like look at some reference photos of other people's work to see the sort of things that I'm going to need to do before I sort of continue with this guy. But yeah, so at the moment he's come along quite nicely. As I said, painting him up as I normally would to my usual standard, and then from there we'll see sort of where to go and what I need to do. He's come along quite nicely so far. I think he looks okay. I haven't done his skin yet. It was pretty much all piano work today, and his tie. I wanted to get all that out of the way before I actually start doing his skin. That's the sort of thing I am quite confident with. It's just everything else around him that I'm not that confident with. So overall, I'm quite happy with this week's progress. I nearly said this month's progress. We've got a couple more miniatures that have been sitting on my pile for quite some time done. Really love the Crooked Dice stuff. Terminator was a lot of fun to paint. Got more into Combat Patrol, nearly called it Conquest then. That was the first one, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that was the first one. Got more into Combat Patrol. And then, of course, we've got the nude pianist for the Monty Python thing. So the start of next week is pretty much going to be a nude pianist. I will continue with the Combat Patrol. I'll get that sorted, get that next episode out. And if you want to see that, give us a subscribe, a thumbs up, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.